Okay, so we're going to be reviewing some top upcoming projects that will be minting very soon on Solana right now that could potentially increase in value whether you flip or you hold. First, this isn't financial advice, only entertainment and educational content. Boom. So the first project I'm looking at is Bushido Society, which already has an insane level of hype. Mint date is on April 15 and supply is 2,222. Price is at 1.5 Sol. They have a huge Discord following, almost at 20,000 people. Now Twitter is at 28,600, which is a pretty good amount of people following them. Now I checked Twitter audit, I rated it and it was at 98%, which is definitely not bad. The artist is Joseph Diaz, who worked with Disney, Barcelona, and HBO, Netflix, and Warner. So it's a huge list of people that worked with him. So he's got some experience, he's got his name out there. He's also been with Game of Thrones, The Witcher, Warcraft, the list goes on and on. With the NFT, you can earn tokens by staking and be part of the development of their roadmap. So what's Bushido? Well, basically it's an elite class of fighters in Japan that basically have the highest morale of codes in the world, which eventually became a myth and tales through literature and film. Now, for this right now, I would say that the utility is not very much. They have a DAO creation. The VAL is 9 out of 10. The art is 8 out of 10. The artist is amazing, lots of hype. Utility is not really that solid. With Bushido, there's an oath on the website to become a Bushido member, because the main thing is Bushido is that they really stick to their morale code. So this is resembling that culture of taking the oath and dying with the sword. So they do not have an exciting roadmap. So all you can really rely is on the art and community and the hype for now. Eventually the hype could die down and there's a big chance that could happen, and there's no solid roadmap, so a risk someone that's got to consider for. Overall, project looks cool, very hypey. First of all, come join my private Discord. I just started this bad boy where we share all the alpha on Solana and Terra blockchain. I'm only sharing this link to you on YouTube for now, and once I hit 1,000 followers, there will be something special I will share with Discord followers. The invite link expires after 10 people join. I will send another invite link on another video. I'm just keeping it private and slowly increasing as the time passes by. So the first 10 people, make sure you click it so this link doesn't expire. So on to the next one. Dead Rejects is a huge mint project coming up. Crazy amount of people are on this one. Mint day is on April 16 and there's a supply of 3,939. 39.39. Cost we don't know yet. Price is 1.75 Sol. Basically, these guys' life suck and live in the afterverse. But there's only one thing that is the juice stuff, and it's the deads. $dead. Dead is basically their addiction, and this is a token that basically is their lifeblood. Therefore, this dead token will have a lot of utility because it's their addiction. Without the dead, they basically fade away. With the dead, they get extremely massively strong. The basic tokenomics is that they are capped at 15 million tokens. 70% will be basically going to the staking rewards and the liquidity pool. The whole supply will be minted at once. So the undead, yes, the undead, there's more. So in order to be an undead, you need to spend 150 dead. You can earn 7 dead per day, so this is your way of obtaining an undead reject. Undead always have preferences over the dead rejects. That's not all. There's also 3,939 female rejects, and the dead rejects have to work hard to earn 250 dead tokens to mint a female reject. But if you are an undead, you can mint a female reject for 100 dead. Overall, this is so freaking cool. I love it because it's a cool little lore that they got going on here. That's why there's so much hype in this. I can see why there's so much hype. Having a female dead reject is the ultimate flex. So the moment you stop hunting for dead, you will lose 15% and it will return back to the staking pool for other dead rejects to hunt. So you have to make sure it's always moving, it's always going on. The deads keeps moving around. So the roadmap. Phase 1 is basically the launch and the mint. And phase 2 is basically the afterverse, making the DAO for the holders. Phase 3 is where the dead is launched and Rejects can start staking. Phase 4 is basically where you can upgrade to the undead. And phase 5 is when they break Solana, literally. So that is what the dead rejects are. Really cool project. I'm going for the mint on this one, definitely. So the next project we got going on, it's called, well, it's got a lot of chill vibe and smoking. It's called Smokeheads. Smokeheads is a project that basically is coming to Solana with an unknown date, but make sure you follow it closely because there is some things going on here. This project already has a total members of Discord of 16.2 thousand. On Twitter, they have about 10,800 followers, which is quite a medium number for potheads. Okay, so their roadmap is kind of vague. Phase 1 is like they will kick ass on the network. Phase 2 is basically they will prostitute themselves on Twitter and have a mint that breaks down Solana. Phase 2 will basically be announced after mint, so there's the risk because we are relying on the stuff after you pay the price. So some people are basically calling this a red flag. I can see why, but people will take the risk. The choice is yours. Art looks interesting. I will rate it a 7 out of 10. But other than that, this probably has trader eyeballs for flipping after mint. So the pros, potheads tend to do well. Cons, there's not much utility. Now, again, vibe, art, 8 out of 10. Could be a 9 for mint, by mint for the vibe. If the hype keeps going at 16,000 discords and there's no mint there yet, there could be some good vibing going on here. So the next project has eyeballs of base and mace. That's right, Bored Ape Yacht Club. There's eyeballs on there's Bored Ape Yacht Club members on this Discord right now for this project. This project is called Rumble Monkeys. Mint day is April 24. Supply of 3,333 at a public mint price at 1.75 SOL. Now that's basically the public. The whitelist is 1.5 SOL. It will be very difficult to get that, but if you could, good job. Twitter users are basically at 6,468. Discord is at 6,350. Art is 7 out of 10. I like it, but it's not up there compared to the dead that we just looked at. So I would say that this is more about the art than anything else. It talks about the community and staking a lot with the metaverse. But when you are staking, you're trying to build up your Rumble boxing monkey by purchasing equipment, and with 5 equipments you create a champion monkey. So supposedly there's a Las Vegas or other big city night events that will be going on through this whole phase. Utility Las Vegas VIP mints, and then vibe is 7 out of 10. I don't know if it will increase by April 24, but I highly doubt it. I think this vibe is really just it right now. I don't think it'll go any higher. The art is 7 out of 10. And pros, again, base mace followers are on this. I don't know how they got these people. They are on here. So just come check it out. You just never know with these things, how these things will pop up. Cons, VIP events, and then what? We don't know what's when after that. But again, these are for the boxes from what it looks like. So these are the collections that are coming out. I really enjoyed them all, especially the Dead Rejects. I'm aiming for this one. The Dead Rejects is one that gets me going, gets me excited. But there is huge risk because the team is not doxed, so I could get rugged. At least I'm letting you know what the doxes and what the not doxes are. Everything else is cool, but again, high risk, high reward. And Dead Rejects is definitely a high risk, high reward type of play. So be aware of that. Now, you can't mint them all. You just have to pick your favorites. If you do have the money and you want to mint them all, great, but most of the time this doesn't happen. So let me know which one you're going for on this list. Will you flip? Will you mint? Will you buy the art, or will you long-term invest? Let me know in the comments below, and what other projects there are so I can look into them. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you subscribe, you hit that bell, follow me on Twitter, Phil X Contreras, and much love and peace.